on accident. Alright, sorry about that, y'all. I was just cleaning this console real quick. Let's go ahead and open it up. We're going to have to clean it internally as well and check the liquid metal in there as well. Can you guys hear me? Is there any sound? I don't know if there was any sound going through. If there wasn't, my apologies. Forgot I had that thing plugged in, and the sound should be coming from the you can? Okay, awesome. I wasn't sure if you could hear me or not, so. Woo! Look at that fan. I don't know if you can actually see very clearly. Of course, this camera over here. If you want to get a better view of the repair itself, you can actually go to YouTube. I don't have a link of it. I don't know how to put a link on there at all. Actually, I should have just put the title of being the link of my YouTube. But it's Rosales Super Tech. You can find me on there. I'm actually live on YouTube for a better view of what it is I'm doing here. I could go back a little bit. Nope, that's as far back as I can go. Nice. What's nice? I'm sorry, I missed some comments here. Do you just clean or fix too? I also repair. I do both. I do cleaning. I offer cleaning services. We also repair the consoles as well. This is a PlayStation 5. PlayStation 5 that's overheating for the customer. He says that every time he plays a PlayStation 5 game, or just any intensive game, even PlayStation 4, it shuts down on him. after a period of time. So we're going to validate, make sure if in fact it was because it's dirty. Now this console it doesn't look as bad as it did when it got here, but it was very congested with a lot of dust in there. So I'm thinking, since he has it vertically most of the time, that the liquid metal has gone downwards. You know, it's towards the bottom of the APU versus it being evenly spread on the APU itself. So we'll validate right now after completing the cleaning and see if in fact that resolves his issue. I did tell him that there is an issue with PlayStation 5s that's APU related, to where certain PlayStation 5 games, or PlayStation 5 games in general, since they require more processing, sometimes the APU goes bad and it does not allow it to play those games. So I don't know if it's going to be that scenario. If it is, the customer will only basically be paying a $35 repair attempt fee. If it isn't, and this resolves the issue, then he'll pay the total cost of what we charge to repair a console, basically, in this scenario. So it's, unfortunately, we don't replace or reflow the APUs for PlayStation 5s. My BGA workstation at the moment it's down. So any sort of chip that's very large, at the moment I'm not doing those types. But otherwise, once I get my BGA reworkstation, yes, I will. Making sure I did remove that screw from back there. Trying to do a hard drive USB, same thing. I'm sorry, I'm trying to follow here. Then we have the problem with trying to update your PlayStation 4, and when it finishes, it restarts. You get an error. If you're getting that, that means you've got a bad hard drive, bud. You've got a bad hard drive, corrupted hard drive. Only way to know if you do have a corrupted hard drive is if you take the hard drive. If you take the hard drive, get like a caddy or sandwich thing. It's this device here. Insert your hard drive in there, and then of course you have to have a laptop or PC. So you have to plug in that caddy to your laptop or PC. And then get the software called Hard Disk Sentinel. There is a free version of that. Hard Disk Sentinel or Crystal, I forgot what it's called, Crystal something, I forgot. Hard Disk Sentinel is what I use. It's a free version. What it does, it reads your hard drive and it'll tell you what your health is on the hard drive. Honestly, if it's below 50%, I suggest replacing it. Actually, if it's below 80%, I suggest replacing it, because what that means, what that entails, that you've got some bad sectors on that hard drive, and eventually it's just going to crash out on you. So it is recommended to be replaced if it's actually below, I would say 90%. My personal opinion. It could also mean as well that there is something going on internally with your console, potentially the hard drive. I mean, not hard drive, the optical drive, maybe not making full. It's not being detected during the update. It could also mean that, but it depends on which error message you're getting. I got all the screws here. Oh, look, I missed one. Oh, missed 3 here. I'm glad I'm checking before lifting this shield. If you guys want to get a better view with regards to what's being done here, I am streaming on YouTube. YouTube actually has my camera up at the top. You get a better view to the console and everything. And I also have this camera right over here, a face camera. So that's for a better experience. Unfortunately, TikTok declined for me getting a stream key, so eventually TikTok is going to be gone for me. It's going to be only for clips and whatnot, the videos that I record and videos that I record, and of course just get clips and whatnot to upload to TikTok and whatnot. So Xbox One disc, one read sometimes, solution and cost to replace. You either have a dirty disk drive or the laser, a dirty laser on the disk drive if it reads sometimes, or just the disk drive itself is bad. We do charge $110 plus tax to get that repaired. Repair/replace in the event that we need to replace it. Now, if it's just a cleaning, then we would just charge it the cleaning cost, which would be $90. And I think you said Xbox OG, whether it's an OG or newer console, like the Xbox One. Oh, appreciate the subscription, Robert. Thank you very much, man. We got a new subscriber on YouTube. Thank you very much. Alright, here's the moment of truth, y'all. We're about to find out if, in fact, the liquid metal on this motherboard here for, I think it's an EDM 20. Yeah, it is. EDM 020. If it's still evenly spread or if it did go down. This could let us know if, in fact, potentially this is the cause of it shutting down for the customer. Yeah, even if it's an older one, cost is still the same. What's the link to YouTube? Oh man, that's a very good question. I don't know how to share that on TikTok. Let me see, maybe I can. I don't know how to share that. If you could just look me up, it's the same name on here, Rosales Super Tech. You should be able to find me. My apologies. I should have thought about that ahead of time. I did not. I did not think of that ahead of time. So Rosales Super Tech, that is the same name of the channel. Same as TikTok. Gotta be careful when taking this off. Don't want to accidentally. Oh yeah. You guys see that? Let me. That there is a huge dry spot, literally, on this APU, which is why it's overheating. Right there. You see that center right there? It's a dry spot. That means the liquid metal, as you can see, it went downwards. It's all there at the bottom. There's none at the center, which is why it's overheating for the customer. But we're going to do a deep cleaning as well because he is paying for cleaning. So we're going to remove this real quick and then clean the heatsink as well. So to do that, I'm going to go ahead and turn this thing around, take the 2 screws at the back. Had to get that dust off of there. Moment of truth, y'all. It's going to be a money shot, potentially. I don't know how dusty it's going to be in here. Let me remove this ribbon cable from back here. There it is. Remove the tape. It's not as bad as I would have thought. The heatsink, it's not that bad. It was actually worse from the outside than it was internally. I don't know if you guys can actually see that. That's not that dirty. Still has room to breathe, but we're gonna clean it up anyways. Alright, so the cleaning's done on it. Let's go ahead and start putting it back together and spread that liquid metal appropriately. Do you fix Xbox Ones? Yes, I do. Yo, Justin Carpino, appreciate you joining YouTube. You can click on your profile on TikTok. I hit links and found YouTube. Oh, okay, awesome. So I did have it in there. I didn't realize I had it in there. So for those of you that's in TikTok, if you guys want to go to my YouTube where you have a better, you can say it's a better view of the camera. I'm using the camera up top. You also have a face cam as well. You go to my TikTok, click links. I got my YouTube link on there as well, and you can actually go straight to my YouTube. I knew I had it somewhere, but I didn't realize I had put it on there previously. Thank you, Justin, for sharing that. Hello, what's up, Francis? Appreciate you joining the live on YouTube. Fortnite, how is the cost of cleaning? Depends on the type of console, man. The reason why it depends on the type of console is because some of these consoles have, like PlayStation 5 has way too many screws, so the labor, it's a little bit more than some consoles, if that makes sense. Let's say, for an example, I'm doing a Series X. I'm not going to charge, you know, let's say, for an example, 90 plus tax, because it's easier to take. Literally, it's just a few screws. I mean, not a Series X, a Series S. Series S is literally takes me 2-3 minutes to take it apart. PlayStation 5 takes me at least 10 minutes, I'd say. Alrighty. Just to take apart. PlayStation 5, I charge $120 plus tax for a full-on cleaning. And of course, we also add liquid metal if it's missing. I will be running a discount here next month for all repairs. I say next month, it's almost next month, literally in one day. We'll be doing a 10% discount on our repairs. We're getting our website's being rebuilt with it as well, so it's going to be announced on the website once our website actually goes. The new website goes fully live. I have a website now, but it's not. The new website's not live yet. Why is the PlayStation 4 so loud? It sounds like a jet engine. That's because it's overheating. I'm pretty sure your heatsink's clogged up. So you have to open it up fully, all the way to where you get to the heatsink, just like I did with this PlayStation 5. And I'm pretty positive that it's going to be that it's clogged up, and also the thermal paste potentially is dried. So on a PlayStation 5, I don't know if you guys can actually see that. That's how the liquid metal needs to be. It needs to be spread evenly across the heatsink as well as the APU as well. You guys can see that. There's no dry spot on that heatsink. So that's how the PlayStation 5 needs to be. It needs to be spread evenly. Yo, just appreciate you joining the Sour Patch, not the Sour Patch, the Solid Super Tech Squad, man. Sour Patch, that used to be my streaming. I used to stream, y'all. I used to play game and stream live, and it was the Sour Patch Squad. So I need to get that off my head. We could call y'all the Super Tech Squad. Appreciate you subscribing. Are you hiding back there, baby boy? Huh? Okay. Okay. Oh yeah? Okay. Alrighty, I didn't add additional liquid metal because there's plenty on the heatsink, but this is how it needs to be on the APU. It needs to be evenly spread. So you guys can also see right there as well. It's actually evenly spread. And we're gonna go ahead and put the motherboard back on here. Can you guys hear me on YouTube? I didn't test my sound before going live, so hopefully the music, it's not drowning my voice. I'll lower the volume down on the music a little bit. Oh, my kids are coming into the garage. My wife just grabbed them. Where can you buy my tool? Which tool are you referencing? Are you talking about this one here? Fortnite? I'm not sure which tool you're talking about. But all my tools, I don't have the links currently on my YouTube. I will list them going forward, where I get them from. But I got this one off of Amazon. It's called, if this is what you're referencing, this is a Milwaukee. It's a screwdriver. The category number is 2101-20. So that's the model number, 2101-20 Milwaukee. And I got it off of YouTube. I'll grab a link here shortly and I can share it. I literally just set up my YouTube. Literally, I just barely set it up yesterday, so I didn't get a chance to think ahead of when people ask me about tools and whatnot on YouTube. Francis Cup says, the music is not drowning your voice, but your voice does sound a little low. Okay, let me raise the volume to the voice here. Hopefully that sounds better for you guys. Question, oh, after you cleaned it, so after you cleaned it, did you replace the thermal paste? Roy, if you did not replace the thermal paste, that's the reason why. This is this is the type of thermal paste I would suggest you getting, MX4. Let me remove the mirror off of this. I don't like the mirror. Okay, MX4. That's the thermal compound I would suggest. You could get a smaller tube. I get the bigger tubes, of course, because I buy them in bulk and I get them cheaper when I buy them in bulk. Otherwise, yeah. All right, for right now, I'm just going to test to make sure it still turns on and it displays before I fully put it back together, just to make sure we didn't do anything that would cause it not to turn on. If so, I would have to diagnose to see what it could be, but I'm just going to test real quick. I'm going to go ahead and turn on this here, that way you guys can actually see as well. It should come on. It's turning on. You got a blue light. It should turn white here shortly. There it is. And it is coming on. Awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off real quick, fully put it back together, and we're gonna do some testing. Can you put liquid metal on older systems? I would not recommend it. The older systems don't have that foam that surrounds the APU, so that liquid metal is going to go all over the place. Liquid metal it's a bad way to go to keeping the console cool, to be honest. Especially when it doesn't stay solely one place, especially if you keep the console vertically. It'll always go downwards, so it won't stay in place. So liquid metal, it's not a cooling substance I would suggest using for older consoles. How much do you make a year? I don't know. Honestly, I haven't been keeping track. this is my business. It's like a side business per se. Eventually, I want to be full time doing this. I am working on trying to get me a storefront actually. Hopefully, with God, I was gonna say with God's will, by next year I should have a storefront. I'll hire someone that can take care of the shop during the day, and then I'll take care of it in the afternoons because I do work during the day. I'm an applications analyst, and it pays decent. I've got insurance and such. I got benefits, so pension and all that. So I can't just quit that job just nilly willy. I got to think about wife and kids, make sure they've got insurance and such. And it's there's life insurance and just benefits in general. I can't just quit like that. If something were to happen to me, I want to make sure my wife, my family are taken care of. All my kids, my 4 kids, and my wife. Although my oldest, she's already 19. But if I were to be gone, though, I want to make sure that they are all taken care of. If God says, hey, it's your turn to go, But yeah, doing this, though, I think I can only speak for last year because this year isn't over yet. But I think I made a little bit over 30-40 grand. Let the CPAs handle that. I just pay whatever we gotta pay or receive if we receive. I don't remember if last year if we got anything. I think we had to pay, I think. Too many screws, man. Customer's waiting for me. He's parked outside, so I'm trying to hurry. Sorry if I'm not reading you guys' messages at the moment. Woo! Better? Awesome. Thank you, Francis. Fortnite. A week ago on Wednesday, I took apart my PlayStation 5. But backed away from all those darn screws. I just hit what I could with air. Yeah. Too many damn screws, I'm telling you, man. That's hilarious. So you use just an air duster, something like this probably. It's probably what you ended up using. That's hilarious. Also had taken apart PlayStation remote controller because it was giving me a lot of feedback through the headset. It was plugged in. Yeah. PlayStation 5s are prone to get warm if they're dirty. If they're clogged up, they will get dirty. I do suggest, of course, checking the liquid metal on your APU because that can certainly cause for it to. I'm missing one of the screws, making sure it's not in there. Oh, there it is. Okay. Now the customer also did tell me he did have a small disc stuck on the optical drive. So we're going to go ahead and remove that small disc from in there. You can actually hear it. So we're going to go ahead and open up this optical drive as well. These optical drives have this little sticker back here that we have to remove, and then remove the screws. And I forgot, I got to remove this ribbon cable as well. And it has a few screws going surrounding this optical drive. What am I fixing today? I'm cleaning a PlayStation 5 and removing a stuck disc on the optical drive. Again, if you are watching me on TikTok and you want to get a better view, I would suggest you go into my YouTube, where you have a what I believe it's a better experience with the camera view and whatnot. Yep, I try to fix everything myself. I hate spending money, which is why I need your screwdriver set. Yeah, this screwdriver set, man, I'm telling you, has I've had this one when I started repairing PCs. That's when I got this. This was 6 years ago. I also built my PC, so I saw this one. I saw another one that was white, but my favorite colors are red and black, literally. So I saw this one on Amazon. I think at the time they were going for $149. I think they've gone in price. They've gone up in price $50. I think they're $200 right now. But they are also selling a second battery with it. Yeah. So whenever you open an optical drive, you've got two ribbon cables and a connector that needs to be unplugged before fully opening it up. We're going to go ahead and get those unplugged gently. Okay. And then I just put that to the side right there. And what I need to take off is this here. This is what I need to remove to be able to get that disc out. So to do that, there's only a total of 4 screws to be able to do that. And keep in mind, whenever you're doing this as well, there's this thing here, I forgot, this little latch. When we put it back, we need to make sure that it's that thing's still there. All right, give me a second, y'all. Super Tech, this is Leo. Yes, sir. We do.
Alright, I was double checking. I have a family member who currently has a broken iPad screen. I was wondering if so. Yeah, if you want to have the availability, I'd rather use you than a big box.
Yeah, definitely. Now with us, we don't necessarily, because there's various models of the iPad, so that we don't keep every single model in stock for the screen. So whatever model it is, we do have to order the part, and it usually takes 1 or 2 days for it to get here.
So we have a Pro 9.6.
Okay.
How much would you charge to do that?
The Pro 9. Okay, let me look it up real quick. Okay.
No worries.
iPad, Apple. You said it was 9.6, or you mean the 9.7? Correct. iPad Pro 9.7.
It's just a pad. This is an iPad.
Okay.
The Pro 9.6.
Okay. Screw replacement for those. Oh wow. Unfortunately, because due to the parts are pretty high, with labor and everything, it's $249 for replacing the screen on this one.
It's how much?
$249.
Okay. Yeah, no. That's about what I'm hearing everywhere. So I appreciate that. But my son had gotten his gaming system fixed with you, and if you can ever do it, I'd rather give you the money shopping local than going big box. So
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Let me think about what we're gonna do, because I might actually just be able to get a brand new one.
Okay.
Because it's old enough and with them running promotions and stuff. But I really appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you as well. Bye. Alrighty, so we removed the 4 screws. Keep in mind, we need to make sure that this latch here, we need to put it back in place whenever we put it back in its place. If not, it's not going to function properly. So we're going to remove this gently, and yeah, we found we find a little tiny disc. I don't know why he put that in there, but there's a class favorite. It's a class favorite of sorts. Looks like it's one of those camcorder type CDs. And since I'm here already, I might as well just clean some of these rollers as well, since, you know, they tend to get dirty. These are not that dirty though. We're gonna go ahead and clean the laser as well. What we use is just a regular cotton swab and isopropyl alcohol. We use 99.9% isopropyl alcohol just to clean that up. And then we put this back in its place. Again, making sure that that little nub right there goes back inside. And I'm not sure if you guys can actually see that. That little nub in there goes back inside there as well. Let me show you guys here. What I'm referencing here is that right there. You see that hole? That little nub needs to go back in there as well. If it's not in there, it's not going to be working properly. All right, let's go ahead and put these back. It's made out of metal. Yeah, the housing for the optical drive is made out of metal. Yeah, it looks like it's steel. Alright, we're going to start putting this back together. To do that, we got to connect the ribbon cables as well. Let me use my tweezer here, because my hand's too big and that does not fit in there. As a matter of fact, I'm going to have to do this side first, because this got the thinner ribbon cable. Oh, no. Don't pull on it. Okay. We have to be very careful. We don't want to damage the ribbon cables. This is the hard part, having to put these ribbon cables without damaging them. Okay, we got one of them down. We got to get this other one here. Come on. It's the hard part, y'all. This is a tight squeeze in here. Sorry if you guys can't see very much. Alright, we got the second one. We got to get the last one now. There it is. Got to make sure we got them in the right orientation, or else it's not going to be detecting or reading. It is. And then this ribbon cable came out. I need to make sure. So this ribbon cable here, you need to make sure it doesn't get pinched. That actually goes in between this ribbon cable right over here, y'all. You need to make sure that it does not get pinched. So I got to put that back where it goes, which is in between the, there it is. Alright, and now we close it back up, put the screws, and then we'll test. Make sure it still works before we fully put it back together. Oh, one more screw. You thought this was a hard drive? No, it's just an optical drive, CD drive. No, this is not from a hard drive. This is literally an optical drive, a disc reader for a PlayStation 5, and someone put a tiny disc in there. I'm not sure why, for what reasons, but it was stuck in there, and customer wanted us to take it out. All right, let's go ahead and test real quick before we fully close this console. Make sure the optical drive is still reading. All right, let me grab a PlayStation 5 game. We're gonna test out this game here, Elden Ring. That game right there. I'm not gonna play it, of course. Well, I'm gonna turn it on, make sure that it reads it, but I'm not gonna spend hours and hours playing it. Need to grab a controller. You're gonna use the standard PlayStation 4 controller. It does not have a fan, so I'm not gonna spend too much time. Oh, I forgot to put the internet. Need to make sure that it doesn't shut off on us as well. I should connect the fan, to be honest. You know what? I'm gonna connect the fan because I don't want there to be any other issues. Hold on, let me unplug it real quick. We're gonna connect the fan. This thing fell off from here. And disconnect the HDMI and my Ethernet cables. And disconnect this as well. I have to have it a certain orientation in order for me to put this thing back together. So let me do that real quick. There it is. I'm not gonna put the screws on there yet, though. Okay, there we go. Now we can go ahead and test. Alrighty. If you guys want to see the gameplay itself, go to my YouTube channel. If you go to my link in bio, and then you'll be able to see my YouTube link somewhere in there as well. That's where you'll be able to see the actual gameplay itself, or that it reads the actual game. I'm doing pretty good, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate you asking, man. All right, console's turning on. It's going through the validation process real quick. It's gonna reboot because I did just unplug it. Alrighty. We're just gonna connect it to my landline. I did plug in the Ethernet cable to it, so. Oh, did I? Oh, did I? No, I didn't forget. I did plug them in. I was gonna say I forgot to plug in the antennas. I did not forget. It is connected. Yep, it is signed in. Let's go ahead and you know what? He's got this game, Far Cry 6. I'll have that game as well. I'm gonna put that one instead because I'm sure he's got it downloaded. Let me grab Far Cry 6 instead. Got Far Cry 6. Let's make sure it's not a digital game. It's probably digital. Can't use the DualShock wireless controller to play PlayStation 5 games. Are you kidding me? Okay. We'll use a pink PlayStation 5 controller. I use this for testing purposes. Okay. So we're gonna have to use a different game because he's already got this game digitally, and I won't be able to test. Well, this will be a good test to make sure it doesn't shut off, but it won't be a test to the optical drive. Let me test the optical drive first. To do that, I'm going to use again the Elden Ring because what I want to know is if it's going to read the actual game. So, game went in. Is it going to be read? What do y'all think? It looks like it's spinning. It sounds like it's spinning. It hasn't popped up yet. There it is. Awesome. Well, let's start downloading it. It is. Okay, awesome, awesome. So it's reading games. That's good. And it's copying it. Okay, cool. That's enough testing. Now let me make sure that it's not going to shut off. I want to make sure that the digital games are not going to cause it to shut off. So I'm going to put that Far Cry 6 real quick, the one he's got on there. Start it up. And Far Cry 6 again. Anyways, live. I see people trying to join lives. They want me to join their live. Unfortunately, I don't do battles.
Press cross button to start.
Let's just make sure it's not going to shut off. You know what? I was going to start playing this game, Far Cry 6, which is why I went ahead and kept this copy for myself. I haven't had a chance yet to play it, though. Any of y'all believe it's a good game? Super Tech, this is Leo.
Yeah, man, I got a question. How much do you charge to do a HDMI port replacement on the PS5?
PlayStation 5 AC Mart port repair, so we charge $150 plus tax.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Thank you as well, sir.
Hola. Danny, what's up? Everything good?
I'm not sure after how long it was shutting down for the
Oye,
customer.
need a piece? Go. Toilet paper? Lola, got you covered.
Look at his character, though. Got one of those masks.
Fucking drink.
Anyone? overpriced
Got
champagnes
one of those
and
masks.
ridiculous. I can hook you up.
So what do you
Can
think?
you guys
it
hear the
means?
actual
Nothing.
gameplay itself?
It was
the,
a dream.
The console
Just forget
sound?
it.
I don't think
But
it's
what about the
is
dog?
it?
And
Yeah,
the
it
doll
is.
heads? And your sister?
Dreams don't mean shit. And keep my sister out
Or
of
is
it.
it the
You
music
think I
sound that's more
wanted
pronounced?
Talia in there? I can't stand her.
Oh, no, it
Well,
is the
she
game
showed up
sound.
anyway and finger painted those doll heads in blood.
Keep your dreams to yourself, okay?
My daughter's
I don't want to
calling me
know
while I'm
what
live.
goes on in that sick head of yours.
Was this sick head of mine that led us
Hey,
to
baby
those
girl.
hostages in that case?
I'm the one who saw the footprints.
Baby girl,
I'm the one who
I'm
found
live
the
on
gate.
TikTok.
You just ran in and tripped on a hostage. Viva Dani
I'll talk to you
Rojas!
whenever you get here. Huh?
Mackay won't be alive
Okay.
much longer.
Alright, sorry about that, y'all. Sorry for the pause on TikTok. Unfortunately, I got a call. Well, not unfortunately. Fortunately, I got my daughter was calling, so she's gonna send me a text message rather than tell me. Pickle said, "Why is my PlayStation 4 screaming at you?" It sounds like a jet. Oh, look at that, man. Can I find someone to shoot? I don't know. I need somebody to shoot. I guess I'll shoot one of these chickens. I'm getting ready for dinner. Man, I suck, I'm telling you. I just want to know if this thing is going to overheat or shut off. It's playing games just fine. Hey, I shot that chicken, it didn't die. Oh, it did. The one behind it did, not the one in front of it. Oh man, that's hilarious. Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off real quick and fully put it back together. Customer's waiting out there anyway, so if anything happens, of course, he'll bring it back and we'll certainly take a look at it or just give him a refund because it ends up being the APU to where it's causing some of these games not to play. In this scenario, it's actually playing the game in general, so we're gonna go ahead and shut it off real quick and fully put it back together for this customer. I didn't think you could hear the sound because I'm not able to hear the sound on my end unless I put the headset on, but I don't feel like putting the headset on. I forgot. Did I leave the game in there? No, I did not. I was gonna say I forgot to take out the game, but no, I did not. Where do I get the parts? That's what Rocio's asking. What parts are you referencing? So I use various platforms. It depends on where I'm able to get it cheaper, where I'm able to get the parts cheaper. But I use a local supplier, which is called E-Tech Parts. I have used AliExpress, but with AliExpress, though, I try to be cautious because once you receive the items, there's no. Oh, I forgot to put one of the screws on. There's no refunds. Literally, they don't basically they try to do everything in their power to refund you. So I do use refund when I do bulk purchases for like certain parts. But otherwise, I use either Mobile Centrics, Engadget, or E-Tech Parts. And there's one more I use. I don't remember. I have them all saved in my browser. Gotta put that one screw. But I will say though, about 80% of the parts I do buy from Injured Gadgets, because they have reasonable prices, in my opinion. Although the point of sale station I use, they have integrated mobile centrics to where it brings the details and names and stuff like that. It makes it easier to bring in when I make purchases. I still use Injured Gadget. I've been asking them to put Injured Gadget the same way they have Mobile Centrics, to where it brings all the data information so I don't have to manually enter it in. They just keep telling me that they are working on that, but I don't know when that will be done. I'm going to heat this up again so I can remove this label and put the screw there. That's the warranty sticker. I don't like to completely remove it. Hold on. That's why that side was not pushed in all the way. There it is. Okay. How's everybody doing today on a Saturday, to be honest? What matters? Does what matter? I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep up with the conversation. I'm not sure what you're referencing to what matters. Bro goes fast. What do you mean I go fast? Fast what? My PlayStation 4 just goes to black screen. Not even updating or resetting database works. If it just goes to black screen, you either have a bad HDMI port, bad redriver IC, or potentially a blown fuse within the console. It could be one of those. And if you go into safe mode and it doesn't display, then yeah, it's going to be one of those things I just mentioned. It could also be potentially the hard drive. If you have a bad hard drive, that can also cause a black screen as well. Hard drives are easy to replace. Yes, they are pretty simple to replace on the PlayStation 5. I mean, not PlayStation 5, on a PlayStation 4. You just have to download the file from online, literally. I thought I heard something shake. Let's go ahead and spray some water on this. I'm joking, y'all. Don't take that serious. This is not water, okay? This is isopropyl alcohol. Watch some people actually go and spray water. I take no responsibility with what you use to clean your console. I do not suggest using water. This is isopropyl alcohol. It's 99% isopropyl alcohol. It's white, so you really can't tell. Now, if you're using this isopropyl alcohol on a glossy surface, this does remove the glossy surface off of it, so I do not suggest using it on a console like a PlayStation 4 original that's got that glossy housing to it. I do not suggest using IPA to clean it. This one does not have a glossy surface, so I'm using IPA to clean the outside of it real quick because it is stained up. Hey D, appreciate you joining the live. Do you use WD-40 to clean components? No, I do not use WD-40 to clean components. Wow, this IPA, I'm telling you, is very strong. Also, make sure you have gloves whenever you use an IPA. It gets your skin really, 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 really dry. Some of these things just don't want to come out. Okay, this side's all done. Let's do the other side. This other side's a whole lot better. Love it. This side came out a whole lot better. Looks like new. That other side still has a few stains, but those looks like they were somehow engraved into the housing. Okay, that is done. Let's do final testing. Actually, let me clean this center. That one I'm not going to spray it. I'm just going to spray it on the paper towel because I don't want to put too much IPA. Just want to do just a light scrub. I don't want to remove the glossiness off of it. Okay, this one's done. Let's go ahead and test one more time. Make sure everything's still functional. I forgot to change my scene, y'all. My apologies. Nobody told me. No one from the live told me. Oh, I got 0 viewers. That's why. Yep, that sounds about right. 0 viewers. 0 viewers on YouTube. Everyone came back to TikTok, I think. Isopropyl alcohol. Yes, IPA stands for isopropyl alcohol. How am I doing today? I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for asking, D. Just gonna knock out a few repairs. Just finished up a power supply replacement myself. Heading to do an HDMI port. Man, awesome. It's the only way to learn, man. Tech Commander repairs. Okay, so you do repairs as well. Alcohol to clean, isopropyl alcohol. Yes, I use isopropyl alcohol. I use isopropyl alcohol to clean, except if it's one of those glossy surfaces like the PlayStation 4 that's got the glossy surface. I don't use IPA, I just use water and soap. and then dry it out afterwards. You finally got your son's console to bring to me? Awesome. Bring it into me and we'll get him taken care of. You have, yeah, that's what this one had. This one had a whole bunch of dust, literally. We did a complete cleaning on it. A complete internal cleaning on this one. We also made sure that the liquid metal on there spread accordingly because it was shutting down for the customer. Console is still turning on. Let me go ahead and send the invoice to this one. I'll go ahead and send the customer the invoice. He's outside waiting on this one, so I'm going to send him an invoice real quick. That way he can come in and pick it up. And then we'll start with the next repair. Next repair is going to be an Xbox One X. I believe it's a no display issue. It's a business repair, so they didn't necessarily tell me exactly what's wrong with it. All right, let me go ahead and send the invoice, y'all. Turn it this way real quick so you guys can see where I'm at. Are you going to stream on Twitch? I think you will like it. I am actually streaming on YouTube. I am on YouTube right now, y'all. If I were to stream on Twitch, I have to start from like the beginning, and I've been uploading videos on my YouTube, which I have about 900 and something subscribers on YouTube. So as soon as I get 1,000 subscribers, I believe, and I think a certain number of hours, then I have the capability to monetize my channel. So rather than starting all over on Twitch and then starting from the bottom literally and start raising my community on Twitch, I decided to use my YouTube channel instead. Eventually I'll get to Twitch, but for now I'm gonna just do TikTok like this. And if you want to see a better camera view, I suggest you go into my YouTube channel, which if you go to my link in bio, it'll show you all the links I have. One of those is going to be YouTube. You click on that, it'll take you to my YouTube channel, which I am streaming right now on YouTube. I think I have one viewer on YouTube, but it's fine. It's fine if I just have one viewer at the moment. I literally just started streaming today on YouTube, so I'm okay with only having one viewer at the moment. Eventually, I believe the community hopefully will grow. Hi, is there really an issue with the liquid metal on the PlayStation 5s? I wouldn't say there's an issue with the liquid metal itself, but there's an issue with how these PlayStation 5s are being kept. If they're kept vertically, meaning like this, over time that liquid metal does go down, and eventually what happens is, which is what happened with this one, it creates a dry spot on the center of that APU, to where when you try to play intensive video games like PlayStation 5s that require for you to use the processor, the processing power of it, it tends to overheat and shuts off. So yes and no. Not necessarily with the liquid metal, but more so with how it's being kept. So I'm pretty positive this console was kept horizontal, sideways like this, which there are attachments that you can buy on Amazon that you can put on the sides. So you can have better, just leave it like this. What happens is the liquid metal has nowhere to go. It literally stays evenly spread across the APU. And it'll last longer before it starts to overheat and shutting down. So I guess the answer to that is yes and no. It's not necessarily with the liquid metal, but more so with the motherboard being vertically, and liquid metal is exactly what it is. It's liquid, and eventually it just starts going down and creates that dry spot on the APU. Hopefully that explains it. Let me go ahead and create the invoice, y'all. I'm gonna go over there real quick. I'll be right back. Let me change the scene as well on here. That way you guys can actually see where I'm at. There it is. YouTube can actually see the rest of my shop as well. It's a garage shop, but nevertheless, it's a shop. Alrighty. We have sent. There was a spider there. Alright, give me a second, y'all. All right, so that's your PlayStation 5. After how long does it shut off, if you don't mind me asking?
With the, it depends. When I was playing Spider-Man, it went off in like maybe 10 minutes at first, and then quicker after that. Far Cry is only turned off one time. That one usually works
Stays.
still.
Okay, so you did have a dry spot internally on the actual APU. Some of that liquid metal did go downwards, and you had this huge, it's bigger than what it usually is, dry spot on your actual APU. So we did grab all the liquid metal that went downwards, respread it back on your APU. It also was dirty in there. Now the heatsink itself wasn't as dirty, but once you got to the where the fan area is at and the external areas, it was clogged up in there. So we did clean the dust. I did wipe it off from the outside as well for you. Just these stains, for whatever reason, just do not come off. I scrubbed and scrubbed, and they would not come off at all.
Oh, that's alright. It looks a lot better than it did. I appreciate it.
But otherwise, you should be all set.
Did that disc come out?
Yes,
Oh, sure.
it's right over here. Before we forget.
Oh man, that is gonna have, it's got so much nostalgic value. I
Yeah.
can't thank you enough for that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it did come out. It was stuck in there, of course. We went ahead and removed it for you. So let's go ahead and shut this down. Did you want to test it before I shut it down?
I'd take you to your word.
Okay.
Awesome, man. I'm stoked.
Yeah, you
I
should.
haven't played all week.
Because they kept shutting down.
Yeah, I mean, I still play a little Far Cry. I do the Insurgency every week, but I've been wanting to like get through Last of Us remake and stuff. And
Yeah.
That one wasn't working either. It took about 25 minutes and it shut down. I was like, all right, it's too powerful.
Yep.
Awesome, man.
Alrighty, you should be able to see it. Are you paying with cash or card, sir?
Card.
Card, okay. Alright, you should see it pop up right there. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right, and you should be able to see the terms of services there for warranty. If you could just read through those, and then it'll probably ask for a signature. I appreciate the tip, man.
Hey, no problem, dude.
You didn't have to do that,
I was a
but
bartender
appreciate it.
forever, man. I know that shit goes a long way.
Yeah, it definitely does. All right, so you do have the 60-day warranty. If it shuts off, please bring it in and we can diagnose it further for you, okay? It shouldn't, though. I'm pretty positive that's the reason why it was shutting down for you.
Just all the dust in the middle. Of
The dust, and more than likely, though, it was the liquid metal. Having that dry spot in the middle of that APU will certainly cause it to shut down because it needs to stay cool in order for it to basically play the game itself and the processor itself staying cool while running all the processes. Yeah. So yeah.
Awesome, man. I can't thank you enough.
No, of course. Appreciate you coming to me as well.
Oh yeah, man. Anyone who asks, I'll be telling them this is where they should come.
Well, thank you. Thank you, sir. You got any questions for me?
I don't think so, man. You've been real informative and stuff.
Awesome.
I hope they don't have you cleaning too long today.
No, I've got a few repairs to get done. That PlayStation 4, that Xbox, and one other PlayStation 5, but it's okay. I'll probably end up getting other repairs. I know I have a couple of customers that mailed in their devices and 2 other customers that should be coming in today as well. So, but yeah, keeping me busy. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, brother. Have a good day.
You do the same. Alrighty, y'all. Let's get back to work. Let's get back to work. Let me clean my bench real quick before we start the next one. Although it's not that dirty, I like to clean after every repair so that I just get in the habit of making sure it stays clean after I get done with every repair. Because sometimes it just gets dirty and it tends to get out of hand. I don't like that. We got 2 viewers on YouTube. Thank you guys. Or where's the camera at? Oh, over there. Thank you guys. I forgot what the camera was. I used to have fear of speed bumps, but I'm slowly getting over it. What are you talking about, bud? I'm not sure what site's talking about. All right, so the next repair, it is going to be a PlayStation 5 repair. It will be a PlayStation 5 repair. You're welcome. Appreciate it, Francis. Appreciate it. That's supposed to be showing my chat on there, but I don't know why the chat's not coming across in the intermission page for my YouTube. The chat should be showing up on there, but it's not. Oh, okay. There it is. There's a delay. I guess that they only show up afterwards or something. I don't know. Oh, they come in through and they disappear. I thought the chat would stay on. I don't like that they disappear though. Oh, it looks like some people are watching me on I don't think I have Twitch on. Oh no, those are just tests. Okay. How do I stop it from disappearing? I just want it to stay there. I guess I'll worry about that afterwards. But okay, let's go ahead and start with this one. So this was a Xbox Series X. I don't know exactly what's wrong with it, to be honest. They sent the entire box. It looks very, very, very clean. I would hate to damage this box, so I have to be very, very, very careful with it. They sent everything with it. You've got the wires and all that. It doesn't look like it's been opened before either. This is the Scorpion Edition Xbox One X. Xbox One X Scorpion Edition. Doesn't look like it's been opened. The sticker looks to be intact. So I'll be the first one to get in here. But first, I need to find out exactly what's going on with it, though. Because I have no clue. Does it turn on at all? Does it just not display? The HDMI port looks good. Yeah, HDMI port looks good. It's turning on. My HDMI tester, which is right here. Let me go ahead and change the scene here. It's my HDMI tester right here. It looks like we got all the lights that need to be there. Hello, Phantom. Appreciate you joining the live on TikTok. And let me turn my TV on. I felt to turn the TV on. Let's gonna see if it's even displaying. It is not displaying. It says no signal. Just a black screen, no signal. So for this one, I believe it is going to be the redriver IC, the retimer IC, which is why it's not displaying. Unless the hard drive is bad. So we're going to test the hard drive first. Now, if it were the hard drive, though, it would have shut down after some time, and it did not. But we're going to test the hard drive first. And if the hard drive shows to be at 100%, we'll proceed and replace the redriver IC, which is TDP158. That's the part number for the chip. And then we'll test right afterwards. I'm heating this up just with 200 degrees Fahrenheit, just to remove this the warranty sticker that's back here without damaging the warranty sticker. Just like to make it look neat. There it is. Which one is this? This is T9, T10. There it is. Alrighty. We got those two screws removed. And this right here, by the way, is the shell, the housing. It just slides out. Let me move this back a little bit. That way you guys can actually see. What, baby boy?
Is that your console?
No.
It's your customer's?
Yes.
When is it going to be yours in my house?
Huh?
When is it going to be yours?
Mines are over there. We'll work on those later on, okay? Okay?
Don't forget the egg hunt.
I won't forget the egg hunt. We'll do the egg hunt later on this afternoon, okay? Alrighty. I just hate it when I accidentally poke my finger literally with my tweezer to make myself bleed. I don't like that. Alright, let's go ahead and continue taking this console apart. I think my T9 is starting to get stripped. I'm going to have to buy some new ones. Anybody on either TikTok or YouTube, are y'all boxing fans? Any of y'all ready for the fight tonight? Just wondering. Is that a no? Get no responses from any of y'all. I probably don't even have any views. My PlayStation 4 disc tray, I think it's always has to disconnect and tries to eject it. That means the sensor on it is bad internally on the disc drive. The disk drive internally, the sensor on it potentially is bad. Alrighty, so first things first, first thing I'm going to test on this is going to be the actual hard drive. Hard drive is right below where the optical drive is at. So we're going to get that unplugged from there first. That can cause a no display, so I'm going to test the hard drive first. I don't think it's a hard drive. I think it's going to be TDP 158, but I want to cross my eye, dot my I's, cross my T's. So I'm going to start with the hard drive before I proceed with changing the TDP-158. It could also potentially be the EAZ booster chip, but that is the last resort. All right, so if you guys want to see a better, you know, you could do that so long as the optical drive is still detected. You should be fine because during an update, the update process always validates that you have a functional optical drive. So long as the optical drive still takes games in, I think you should be fine. When I mean takes games in, it takes them in and spits them out. It still sees it as a functional drive. So I'm going to go ahead and test this hard drive. My TV turned off. The software I use called Hard Disk Sentinel. And I'm gonna go ahead and plug in this hard drive real quick on the Hard Disk Sentinel, which is a software, so that we can validate and see if in fact this hard drive is good. That is the software I use, and it should see this hard drive if it's good. It'll tell me what health percentage. If you guys want to see exactly what I'm seeing here on the screen, if you go to my link in bio, go to my YouTube channel, which I'm also live there. I've got better cameras and such. You can certainly go there. Now the hard drive's not coming. Hold on. After I'm turning it off. There it is. There it is. It's actually at 100%. So the hard drive, it's perfect actually. Nothing's wrong with the hard drive. So the issue definitely is not the hard drive. More than likely it is going to be TDP-158. So let's go ahead and eject this hard drive real quick. Drop love to see it. Dope. You love to see? Okay, let me go ahead and show you one more time. So that's the software I use. Let me just go ahead and reconnect that hard drive, and you should see it pop up. There it is. Let's just show it a little bit bigger. This is the software I use called Hard Disk Sentinel. As you can see, the hard drive itself is actually at 100%. It's power time on, 73 days, 13 hours. It's good. It's perfect condition. There's no weak sectors. It's perfect, actually. Everything looks good on it. So that tells me the issue is certainly not the hard drive. So more than likely on this one, it's going to be the TDP-158, which we will go ahead and get replaced. Okay. Put the hard drive to the side and let's go ahead and start taking this fully apart. And this fan is clean. Not that dirty at all. All right, if you guys actually do any type of repair with regards to consoles, Xbox Series X's and such, and I don't like the fact that there is a glare here. I'm gonna have to move that light. That light's causing a glare. But I would suggest, or is it gamma, or maybe I need to redo something. Maybe contrast. No, it's not contrast. Honestly, I don't know what it is. I don't know why it looks like that. I'll mess with that later on. So, like I was saying, this tool right here, very, very important when working with consoles. Or at least for me it is. I used to use my flat screwdriver to be able to remove this, and I will, you know, one time or so I did cause damage to the motherboard by prying it up. Had to make an investment to that tool. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up this thermal paste before I work on it, because I don't want to get it stuck all over my hands. Well, not that I would, it was all dry actually. Okay. I didn't even put my gloves on. Alright, so TDP for 158, for those of you that don't know, it's right there. That's TDP 158. Right here for you guys watching me on TikTok. That chip right there, which this is where the HDMI is at, primary HDMI. That's for the input going out. Input going out into the TV. TDP 158 right there. We're going to go ahead and get that replaced. If you guys want to see exactly what we're doing here, go to my YouTube. Link is in bio. And you're able to see exactly what I'm seeing underneath this microscope as well. Alrighty, we went ahead and removed the actual chip itself. We're going to go ahead and also add some flux, and we're going to reduce the melting temperature for this solder. So we're going to add some leaded solder to this. Alrighty, so that these are prepped. We can go ahead and add the new chip. Go ahead and grab the new one. Only have 10 left. I need to order some more. Now the white dots right there, that means that's the orientation, or pin number 1 actually, not orientation, but pin number 1. And pin number 1 for this chip is right there. So let's go ahead and start warming it up and then solder on or flow the new chip. Let surface tension take over. Okay, I'm gonna let that harden real quick, solidify, and then I'm gonna press it down. There it is. And we're going to go ahead and clean the solder balls along with making sure these pads are all good. Add a little bit more flux. Okay, let's turn around the board. Awesome. That looks clean. Let's go ahead and clean this chip real quick. We're going to remove all this flux that we've got on here. Sorry, y'all, for those watching me on TikTok. I haven't replied to any of the comments. Xbox Series X? No, Xbox One X. Yeah, Xbox One X, bud. We are repairing an Xbox One X. Let me warm this up again because some of this flux actually hardened, so need to loosen this flux up real quick. See if we can clean it up. Alrighty, looks clean to me. May have gone a little bit overboard with the cleaning, but I prefer it being clean than still having flux on this board. One of the things I'm going to do is just check these pins real quick. Just to make sure they're not loose. If you're watching me on TikTok, you can actually watch what I'm doing here on the microscope as well on YouTube. Just go to my link in bio and then click on the YouTube page. You'll see me that I'm currently live right now on YouTube. Alrighty, so that's done. Let's go ahead and put this together enough and be able to test. We should hopefully be able to see a screen. Alrighty. Remove the old chip is right there. Let's put this together. Only enough to be able to test. We're not going to put it fully together, okay? Actually, not fully together, but we still need to put some thermal paste, though. We don't want this overheating. We got the right amount or the proper amount of thermal paste on that. Alrighty, we're gonna go ahead and put our power board module for the power board, and we'll go ahead and put the Wi-Fi just in case. Alrighty, let's plug it in. And our HDMI. Let's go ahead and change scenes. And then we'll be able to see if in fact this is going to display as well. Alright, power button. It's turning on. Will it display? Let's go ahead and show you guys. We're gonna have to move this camera. Right there. And do we have a display? Please say yes. Yes, we do. Thank you, everyone. Just bow down. We got a display on this Xbox. Another one bites the dust. Alright, we're going to go ahead and put this console back together. Hi, D. Kitty Puff. Look who it belongs to. It belongs to Kitty Puff. DP, Animals Friends. Alrighty, let's go ahead and shut this down, and we're going to put this console fully back together real quick. And then let's go ahead and start putting it back together. I guess it's to her. We're going to start putting her back together. Huh? No. I never called you, baby boy. I've been here working. I don't know why she said I was calling you. Go ask Mom. How's everybody doing on YouTube? Appreciate you actually stopping by and watching me on YouTube, honestly. Thank you very much. You get a better experience, I think, with the cameras versus just TikTok. Sat receiver. Let me read exactly what you guys are saying. No, this is not our VCR. This is an Xbox. Xbox One X. To be exact. No, it's not a satellite receiver either. I love you more, William. Forgot to change my tip. Looks like one of these legs came off. It's right here. Otherwise, let's go ahead and plug it in again just to make sure it's still fully functional. It should be, because all we did was put it back together. There's something here as well. I think it's either dirty or something. We're going to clean this up a little bit. Turn on the TV. And we should see it come up on our screen. There it is. If you guys want to see exactly what we're seeing here on the screen, you guys can actually go to my YouTube channel and you can see a better experience, better screen, and see everything exactly the way I am working on it. I've got multiple angles of cameras. Got this bottom angle as well as a face cam right here versus just a single view towards the Xbox. Let me clean this up real quick. Xbox, it is on. We're going to go ahead and send the invoice on this. And then start working on the next one. Alrighty, this one's done. We're gonna go ahead and turn it off real quick. We'll do some additional testing afterwards. Man, these legs just keep coming off. Put a little bit of glue in this because this thing it literally just keeps popping off. I'm gonna put a little bit of glue right underneath here so that it doesn't pop off. It'll just be stuck in there. Let's clean the bottom too. The bottom is actually a bit dirty. Alrighty, that is all done. We'll put this console back in its box, send the invoice, and work on the next device. I don't know why they would send everything with a repair. They should have just sent the console only. And also don't send stuff in the original box, especially if this box is in this good of a shape. They sent the wires along with it as well. Not good, not good. All we need is the console. Whenever you guys mail in your devices, if you could, guys, gals, whomever it is, just send in only the console. Just make sure it's packaged correctly with some proper bubble wrap. You don't need to send the wires and the original box with it, unless that's all you have to be able to send it with. Then I guess so, to be able to protect it. I'll put this in a separate box, brown box, that way no one knows exactly what's being shipped. We'll send the invoice as well. Otherwise, let's see, what else do we have? I don't know if I should just take a quick break real quick, eat, and then come back. I think that's what I'm going to do because I am hungry. My stomach is growling. My head's starting to hurt. So, that's what I'm going to do, y'all. Either way, I only have 3 people on TikTok, and I have 2 people on YouTube, so total 5 people. I'm going to go ahead and drop off for a bit, maybe about an hour. I'll come back, and then go back to live. Otherwise, for now, I'm going to go ahead and take a quick 1-hour break, go eat some lunch, and then I'll come back right afterwards and continue working on some repairs. Do me a favor, if you're watching me on TikTok, just hit that follow button. I'd appreciate if you did that. But actually, I was going to say, not just TikTok. Go to my YouTube channel, actually. YouTube, you get a better experience. So I've got this camera here, and I've got a face cam, and a camera that's literally captures everything that's on my bench. It's a better experience with regards to you guys visually. So go to my YouTube channel. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I'd appreciate it if you did that. For those of you that's on TikTok, for you to go to my YouTube, just go to my link in bio. It'll take you to all the links I have. And go to the YouTube channel. Hit subscribe. That way you can get notified. Hit the notification button as well. That way you can get notified once I go live as well. What's a good catfish bait? I have no clue. I don't fish. I have no clue. I don't know what they eat, so I don't know what to tell you on that. I would love to learn how to fish, but I just don't fish. Alrighty. Thanks, everyone. Peace. Stay blessed. Everyone on YouTube, thank you very much. Peace, stay blessed, and I'll see you in about an hour or so. Thanks, everyone.